everybody benefits based on your contribution. The funds are unitized. Each person, each member has his own number of units. At the end of every period, on a monthly basis, we do as monthly do we are a CPFA, but open PFAs, they do theirs daily. Yes, the returns are calculated, unitized, and then distributed to all members in the fund based on the number of units that you have. So at any point in time, it's transparent, it's equitable, and it can be audited. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about engagement between CPFAs and the staff. First, I'll talk about how is the engagement between the CPFA and retirees? How's that process?
Engagement is something that we take very seriously because we are managing the funds of our retirees who are no longer in service and the employees who are in service. We ensure that we interact with them. They know how the funds are performing. They know what they are expecting in terms of monthly pensions. They know the dates that they're supposed to get their pension. So we have what we call our pensioners forum. We have it every year, both online, because we have pensioners even outside Nigeria. So we have it both virtually and physically in different locations. And we just engage each other. We bring professionals to talk to them about their finances, about financial planning, wills, putting in place wills and trusts, So the engagement with retirees is ongoing and it is continuous, and we have lines where they can reach us to clarify, customer service lines to reach us, ask questions whenever, however they want. And for employees as well, we do the same. We have webinars where we also bring experts to talk to them, financial intelligence, budgeting, different financial topics where they can plan their funds on their own. So even though we are managing their pensions for them, we still expect that they put in place some plans for themselves, because you really cannot depend 100% on your pensions. You have to have some other backup plans.
Yeah, people don't like talking about this because it seems like it's far off, retirement is far off, and we'd like sort of putting off these discussions until a later date. But this is something you guys do on a regular basis.
On an ongoing basis. We have a plan for employee engagement on a monthly basis, and different topics. We ask them, topics that they would want us to talk about. Even this issue on mortgage, we enlighten them. This 25% mortgage, pension for mortgage that Pencom brought up, We are doing that for our employees as well, even though it's a closed PFA. So we enlighten them, the need for them to have their own house, so yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so I want to say, what will be your assessment of the CPS and the growth of the pension industry so far, from your position as a CPFA, as an employee of a sponsor company or multinational? How would you assess?
Thank you very much, Oguche, for that question. I would say that the Pension Reform Act has actually brought a lot of credibility and stability to pensions in Nigeria. For the private sector, maybe for Nigerian bureaus I can speak for, we don't have any problems with our pension. But I know that the public, there are some companies even that don't even have any benefits for their employees when they leave. So the Pension Reform Act puts that regulatory structure in place so that anybody who has worked in any organization, even the informal sector, they have the micro pensions, So that alone is enough to show that this has really brought a lot of structure, and people know that they're going to get something after their active working life. Then, in terms of the growth in the net asset value of the funds, has been tremendous. We have over 19 trillion as at date. I mean, that is a very, very good investment asset base. And the pension industry is also financing a lot of infrastructure in Nigeria, because most of these things that we have, we don't keep the money in ourselves. The monies are invested